Welcome to the Philippines, a breathtaking archipelago of over 7,000 islands, each one a little piece of paradise just waiting to be discovered. This is a land where emerald rice terraces cascade down mountainsides, where turquoise waters lap against powdery white sand beaches, and where some of the world's most vibrant coral reefs are just teeming with life. The sheer natural beauty of this country is honestly enough to capture your heart, from the dramatic limestone karsts of Palawan to the perfectly conical shape of the Mayon volcano. It is a destination that feels like stepping into a postcard, a place where adventure and relaxation really go hand in hand, offering memories that will truly last a lifetime. But, the real treasure of the Philippines is its people. Filipino hospitality, known locally as, is legendary for a reason. You will be met with some of the warmest smiles and most genuine welcomes you will ever experience in your travels. People here are incredibly friendly, resilient, and always ready to share a laugh or a story. This spirit of community and warmth is really the soul of the nation, turning a simple holiday into a deeply personal and enriching journey. It's this human connection that so many travelers remember long after they have returned home, the feeling of being welcomed not just as a tourist, but as a guest and a friend. Before you pack your bags and set off for this incredible adventure, it is wise to do a little bit of planning. The Philippines is a vast and diverse country, and having a good understanding of its culture, its challenges, and its geography will help you make the most of your trip. This guide is here to help you navigate your journey with confidence, offering practical advice so you can focus on soaking up the sun, exploring the stunning landscapes, and connecting with the wonderful people. A well-prepared traveler is a happy traveler, and a little bit of knowledge will go a long way in ensuring your experience is as smooth and joyful as possible. From the bustling, historic streets of Manila to the serene, untouched beaches of Siargao, the Philippines offers an incredible spectrum of experiences. Whether you are an adrenaline junkie looking to dive with whale sharks, a history enthusiast keen to explore colonial architecture, or simply someone seeking a tranquil escape from the everyday, you will find it here. So, get ready to embrace the chaos and the calm, the vibrant festivals and the quiet sunsets. Your journey through the Pearl of the Orient Seas is about to begin, and it promises to be nothing short of spectacular, filled with moments of wonder and pure, unadulterated joy. The Philippines is generally a safe destination, especially in the more popular tourist areas, but like any country, it pays to be aware of your surroundings and take sensible precautions. Petty crime, such as pickpocketing and bag snatching, can occur, particularly in crowded urban centers like Manila and Cebu City. It is always a good idea to keep your valuables out of sight and secure. Avoid flashing expensive jewelry, cameras, or large amounts of cash. A crossbody bag that you can keep in front of you is a great choice for crowded markets or public transport. Staying vigilant in busy places is your best defense against opportunistic thieves. Beyond petty crime, it is important to be aware of common scams that might target tourists. These can range from taxi drivers who forget to turn on their meter and then demand an inflated fare, to overly friendly strangers who might try to lead you into a situation where you are pressured to spend money. A simple rule is to always agree on a price before you accept a service, whether it is for a taxi, a tricycle ride, or a boat tour. If a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. Politely but firmly decline any offers that make you feel uncomfortable, and trust your instincts. While most of the country is safe for travel, the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, or FCDO, advises against all travel to certain regions due to serious risks of terrorism, kidnapping, and violent clashes. These do not travel zones are primarily in the far south of the country, specifically western and central Mindanao and the Sulu archipelago. These are not tourist destinations, and the warnings are in place for very serious reasons. For example, terrorist groups sometimes target foreigners for kidnapping for ransom in these specific areas. It is crucial to check the latest government travel advisories before your trip and to stick to the well-trodden tourist paths. For the vast majority of travelers visiting places like Palawan, Boracay, Cebu, Bohol, and Siargao, these severe threats are very distant. The Philippine government and local authorities work hard to ensure the safety of tourists in these popular areas. By staying informed, avoiding the specific regions highlighted in travel warnings, and using common sense in your daily activities, you can significantly minimize your risks. This allows you to relax and enjoy the incredible beauty and hospitality that the rest of the Philippines has to offer, ensuring your holiday is memorable for all the right reasons. Navigating the Philippines is an adventure in itself, and understanding the transport system is key to a smooth journey. As an archipelago, moving between islands will be a central part of your itinerary. This is typically done by either domestic flights or ferries. Numerous budget airlines offer frequent and affordable flights connecting major hubs, making it relatively easy to hop from Luzon to the Visayas or Palawan. For shorter distances between neighboring islands, ferries are a common and often scenic option, ranging from fast crafts to larger, slower roll-on and roll-off ships. Booking flights in advance is recommended, especially during peak seasons, to secure the best prices and availability. Once you are on an island, your local transport options will vary. In major cities like Manila and Cebu, you will find taxis and ride-hailing services like Grab, which is the local equivalent of Uber and often the most reliable choice. For shorter distances and a more local experience, jeepneys and tricycles are everywhere. Jeepneys are flamboyantly decorated former U.S. military jeeps that operate on fixed routes, offering a cheap but often crowded ride. Tricycles, which are motorbikes with a sidecar, are perfect for navigating narrow streets and are ideal for short trips within a town or to a nearby beach. Always negotiate the fare for a tricycle before you get in. One of the biggest challenges you will face is the traffic, especially in Metro Manila. The city is notorious for its gridlock, and what looks like a short distance on a map can take hours to travel, particularly during rush hour. It is essential to factor this into your travel plans, allowing plenty of extra time to get to the airport or for any time-sensitive appointments. When traveling overland between cities or regions, be prepared for long journeys on roads that can be in varying states of repair. While major highways are generally well-maintained, rural roads can be bumpy and may be affected by weather conditions. Patience is perhaps the most important thing to pack for your Philippine travels. Delays are common, whether due to traffic, weather, or the relaxed local approach to timekeeping, often referred to as Filipino time. Embrace the slower pace and see it as part of the experience. Download offline maps, have a good book or podcast ready for long waits, and always keep a sense of humor. The journey, with all its quirks and challenges, is part of the adventure. By planning ahead, staying flexible, and not letting minor delays frustrate you, you will be able to navigate the country with ease and a smile. Staying healthy is, crucial for enjoying your trip to the Philippines, so it is important to take a few medical precautions before you go. It is highly recommended to visit your GP or a travel clinic at least 4 to 6 weeks before your departure. They can advise you on necessary vaccinations, which may include hepatitis A, tetanus, and typhoid as standard. Depending on your travel plans, they might also recommend others like hepatitis B or rabies. Ensuring your routine immunizations are up to date is also a vital first step in safeguarding your health while you are away from home. One of the main health concerns in the Philippines, as in many tropical countries, is mosquito-borne illnesses such as dengue fever and chikungunya. There is a risk of these diseases throughout the country, including in urban areas. The best way to protect yourself is to prevent mosquito bites. Use an effective insect repellent containing DEET, especially during dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Wearing long, loose-fitting clothing can also provide a physical barrier. Many hotels provide mosquito nets, which are particularly useful if you are sleeping in rooms that are not air-conditioned or well-sealed. When it comes to food and water, it is best to be cautious to avoid stomach upsets. Stick to bottled or purified water for drinking, and be wary of ice in your drinks unless you are certain it has been made from safe water. Be adventurous with the delicious Filipino cuisine, but use your judgment. Eat at busy restaurants and street food stalls, where you can see the food being freshly cooked at high temperatures. Avoid raw or undercooked food, and be careful with salads or fruits that may have been washed in tap water. Carrying a small hand sanitizer is also a great idea. Finally, it is absolutely essential to have comprehensive travel insurance that includes medical coverage. While private medical facilities in major cities like Manila and Cebu are of a good standard, they can be expensive, and treatment may be refused without proof of insurance or payment. In more remote areas, medical facilities can be very basic. Your insurance should cover medical evacuation in case you need to be transported to a better-equipped hospital. Keep a copy of your insurance details with you at all times and know the emergency contact number for your provider just in case. Traveling in the Philippines is an opportunity to connect with a rich and unique culture And showing respect for local customs will make your interactions much more meaningful. Filipino society is deeply rooted in family, community, and respect for elders. A simple po and opo, the Tagalog equivalent of sir or ma'am, when speaking to older people is a sign of great respect. Modesty is also valued, especially in rural areas and when visiting churches or religious sites. While beachwear is fine at the resort, it is considerate to cover up with a t-shirt or sarong when you are walking through a local village or town away from the beach. Language is a bridge to connection, and while English is widely spoken and is one of the official languages, learning a few basic phrases in Tagalog will be greatly appreciated. Simple greetings like salamat for thank you, magandang umaga for good morning, and kumusta ka for how are you can bring a warm smile to people's faces. Filipinos are generally very forgiving of mistakes and will be delighted by your effort to speak their language. This small gesture shows that you are interested in their culture beyond just being a tourist, and it can open doors to more genuine and friendly conversations. As a visitor, it is also important to be a responsible consumer. Support local communities by buying souvenirs from local artisans, eating at family-run restaurants, and hiring local guides for your tours. This ensures that your tourist money directly benefits the people who live there. If you encounter any issues with goods or services, it is best to handle it calmly and politely. Raising your voice is considered highly disrespectful. If you have a serious complaint, you can contact the Department of Tourism, which has a tourist protection and assistance unit to help resolve disputes. Finally, let's talk about our environmental footprint. The natural beauty of the Philippines is its greatest asset, but it is fragile and under pressure from issues like plastic pollution and over-tourism in some popular spots. Do your part by being a mindful traveler. Refuse single-use plastics whenever possible, carry a reusable water bottle, and dispose of your rubbish responsibly. Respect marine life by not touching coral or disturbing wildlife when you are snorkeling or diving. By traveling with care and respect, you not only ensure you have an amazing trip, but also help preserve this beautiful paradise for future generations to enjoy.